Okay, well, we can go ahead and get started. If we have anybody come a little bit later, hopefully they'll be able to jump right in. I wanted to start by introducing myself. My name is Brittany, and I'll be leading the program today. This is our virtual Let's Get Creative with Canva program, brought to you by the Plano Public Library. So just a few housekeeping things. You can check your email for more details about the program after we're done. I had hoped to have a handout ready. We might get one next week, but otherwise this is being recorded and you can always go back and rewatch it at a later date if you have questions about anything that we talked about today. Your microphone has been muted, but you can feel free to use the chat to ask any questions that you might have during the program. I do have a chat moderator. Her name is Jess, so you might see her interrupting me to ask a question that you might have, or she might respond in the chat to you directly. We do ask that you are respectful when making comments or interacting with any of the other participants or myself and Jess. As you can see, I am sharing my screen. If at any point you're unable to see it or something goes kind of funky with Zoom, please let us know in the chat and we'll work our best to get it fixed. I don't think I have any additional video content, so we don't have to worry about that today. All right, so again, this is Let's Get Creative with Canva. My name is Brittany Emmerine, and I am here at the Plano Public Library. I am a public services librarian. So let's talk about Canva. What exactly is Canva? Canva is a really great resource that you can use. You don't necessarily need design skills to make those stunning creations that you might see out and about. You'll have access to free templates with design types. So that means you can do social media posts, presentations, letters, posters, really you name it, Canva will kind of have it. Infographics, it's really a great resource. You'll have access to hundreds of thousands of free photos and graphics that you can use within your creation. And specifically for this program, we're going to be talking about Canva free. There is upgrades that you can purchase through Canva, but honestly, everything you need will be available with Canva free. And Canva is really great about being upfront about what is free within their program and what costs extra. We will only be talking about stuff that is available with Canva free. This program will show you the basics of creating and designing within Canva and then exporting your finished product. So my link doesn't want to work here, so I'm just going to escape out of the PowerPoint and we're going to go on over to Canva. So this is just canva.com is where you want to go. And from here, let me go ahead and sign out so I can show you guys the full process. So you'll need to create your account first. To create your account, you do need an active and valid email address to get signed up. So I believe that I already have one here. So if you want to, please take a second to get signed in. Or if you don't want to create an account right now, you can always just follow along with me here on the screen and come back and create an account at another time. Okay.
It looks like your screen is freezing.
Okay.
Just because it still looks like you're logged in. It hasn't shown you signing in.
Okay, let me sign out again. Thank you. I am having some internet problems today. All right, are you able to see the login screen now?
No.
No, okay. New share. Okay, are we seeing the login screen yet? I'm so sorry.
No, not yet. I would maybe try to unshare the screen and try sharing it again.
Okay, thank you. Let's try that. Technical difficulties, always fun. All right, how are we looking?
That is much better.
Okay, thank you so much. And my apologies, everybody. Okay, so once again, we are here at the login screen. If you do have a valid email that you would like to use to get signed up, please go ahead and sign in at this time. And again, you can always come back and create your login at a different time. You don't necessarily need it now, but it might be helpful to follow along if you're interested in following along as we go through. Okay, so now you're redirected to the landing page. You'll have a few things over here on the side. So we have the toolbar / search bar here. So we got all of our toolbars. You can also start searching for anything that you want to create up here at the top in Canva. Along the side, we have a sidebar. So we'll have recommended for you. And as you can see, I have a couple of creations that I've kind of just played around with over the last few months, and some designs that I've worked on and actually, completed and exported. The sidebar helps you organize your designs. So the sidebar features designs recommended for you, all your designs, any designs that are shared with you. So if you're working as part of a team or on a class project, then anything that you share back and forth with anybody will be here. It also has brand kit, but this is an extra upgrade through Canva. And again, Canva is very upfront about letting you know what's extra, and it says upgrade here. So I don't really know too much about brand kit, but if you're interested in doing that upgrade, I would encourage you to look around a little bit. Same with content planner. This will be an upgrade through Canva that you can explore if you would like. And create a team. You can do that too. You'll have all your folders. So if there's anything here that you want to navigate to immediately, it's a little bit faster than clicking through each thing on the sidebar. And then you'll have your trash. So anything that you delete, if it's by an accident, or if you decide, oh wait, no, I actually want that, you have 30 days to come back and restore them here from your trash before they are permanently deleted. All right, so let's explore a little bit about templates. So I'm going to click up here, templates, and this will be kind of a great jumping off point. So if you're kind of curious what all Canva can, provide, what different templates they have here, they do have it really nicely organized. So at the top, you can see we have presentations, Instagram posts, posters, you can do logos, social graphics, you can do a resume in Canva, web banners, flyers, infographics, cards. Really, there's a lot of different things that you can do. All right, so you can browse by document theme or scroll down the page and let inspiration guide you. So it'll kind of start to figure out what you might like. So I've done a few infographics, so you have those here. Inspired by your latest design. So the more you create in Canva, the more the website will kind of, offer things that it thinks you might be interested in. What's trending near us, new in Canva, and then again, more templates are listed here. So to get started with your first design, let's find a template and click on it to get started. Each document theme will feature many, many different design options and templates. Canva will also let you know, again, which ones are free and which ones are not. So for our purposes today, what I thought we could work on was a poster. So I went and clicked poster, and this will take us to all of the templates, all of the poster templates, I guess I should say. So just right off the bat, you can kind of look at different templates. As you can see in the bottom right-hand corner, it will let you know that this is a free template that you can use. Let me see if I can find one that is extra so we can show you what that looks like. Okay, well, many of these are free. But in the corner, I can't seem to find one right away. Okay, here we go. So in the bottom right-hand corner of this one, the hexagon, you can see it says Pro with a little crown on it. So that just lets you know that this one is not included in Canva free. You would have to upgrade if that's a specific template that you want to use. But most of the time, they're going to be many, many free ones that you can use. So let's just click into one and we can start to design our poster. So this will pop up when you click into any of the design templates. it'll give you a little bit about the template here. So right now it's just called Teal, Orange, and Pink Book, Motivational Education Portrait Poster. It's going to let you know that you can customize it 100%. You can also edit it on your phone and download it. And then it kind of just gives you a little bit more information. So we'll go ahead and hit customize this template. And then it'll take us to our design page. So this is where you'll do all of the fun. All of the heavy lifting comes in here with designing. But again, Canva makes it very, very easy for you. Let's see. It comes with standard information that can be a good jumping off point or give you a good example of what the finished product can look like. So if this is the sort of poster that you're interested in designing, it kind of starts pretty basic here, and then you can always add more. Most everything on the template is customizable. So you can click each box and area and add or edit any information you wish to. And the sidebar can assist you with your creation. So I think I might actually look for a different template because this one doesn't have a whole lot to kind of go off of here. So on the left-hand side, you can kind of see if you pick this template to start with and decide, no, I think I want something different. You can scroll here on the side and pick a different poster. So let's see. I want to do classroom rules. Okay, so this is the poster that I want to make. So it's that easy to kind of change your design right away. And now I'll be editing this template. So from here, we have the Elements tab. So there's a lot going on this tab, but it's all pretty straightforward once you kind of get into the nitty-gritty here. So the Elements tab is going to feature lines and shapes, graphics, photos, videos, audio, charts, frames, and grids. Again, Canva is very upfront about which elements are included in Canva Free and which cost extra. So let's say you want, not recently used, you want to add a circle. The circle's free, square is free, you can add an arrow. So I just clicked the square and it added it here. That might not be what I want. So I can always just delete it and then it's gone if it doesn't end up, working out the way that I wanted it to. Let's see. So elements, very different. You can do frames. And again, everything within here is customizable. So it just adds it to start. And then, if you don't end up wanting it, you can delete it. So next down on the left-hand side there, you have the Uploads tab. So if you have a picture that you want to use instead of what might be here, or in addition to what might be there, you can upload your own image to use it there. But you don't necessarily have to upload anything, because on the next little item down on the left-hand side are those photos that I was talking about at the beginning. So there's millions and millions of photos, all sorts of things that you can plug in and use. You can also search for millions of photos. So let's say that we want something to do with school, because this is Miss Parker's classroom safety rules. We can search school in the search bar and it'll give us some results here at the bottom. Again, Canva's very upfront. So this one has the little crown in the corner. That tells us this one costs extra. So if you're using Canva Free and you want to stick with Canva Free, then that might not be the one to use. All of the other ones, when you hover over it, will tell you if it's free or not. So let's say we wanted to use this one. Let's go ahead and resize it down and maybe it'll kind of fit, here, something like that. You can get as creative with it as you want to and move it down. So let's say that's what we wanted. And then we wanted to move this up. You can always rearrange it. So everything is super customizable. You can clear out the text in here too. I don't think I touched on that yet, but all of this is customizable. But the photos is a really fun place to start, and you can just browse and browse. All different kinds of stock photos are available for you to use there. So moving on, we have the text tab that's next on the left-hand side here. The text tab will give you an opportunity to add a heading, add a subheading, or add body text. You can also add pre-made font combinations. So these can be edited once they are added in. So we have a little bit of the text just as an example here. Again, if we want to search text, let's see what comes up for school. Okay, not too many options here, but you can use that if you want to. Let's see. Just going back. Search text, photos, text. Okay, there we go. Made it back. So there are different texts that you can use. And you can just throw that in wherever you want. So if I wanted to do something with this, I could kind of add it over here, delete the extra one, something like that. So there's a lot that you can customize with text. As far as searching text goes, if you want to add a heading, it'll just kind of pop up the box here. So you can do that too. And then again, like I said, you can delete it out. You can edit any of this. So I'm just going to type in here. Just kind of edit as you will. You can delete anything, you know, type whatever you want within. So very customizable with the text. Okay. We got the headings there. Okay, and then lastly, we have the More tab, and there is a lot going on here with the More. So you can put different backgrounds in there. Let's go.
Brittany, can I interrupt you for just a second?
Yes.
I have a couple people saying that their screen doesn't have the photo icon under their uploads.
Okay.
There is one that says logos. Is that the same?
I don't think logos is the same. Not sure where the logos would be in here. Let's see. I think any of the templates should have, let's see, I don't know if Facebook posts would make it any different. So it looks like it does keep just saying photos here. I am not sure where the logos come in. Well, yeah, I'm not sure about the logos. It should have the photos right below uploads. I'm not sure where the logo is. So I apologize for that one. I don't think I'm able to answer it at this time.
I do have someone who said that that photo thing didn't pop up originally, but I found them under uploads. When I clicked on photos, the photo icon appeared on the sidebar.
Okay, so maybe that's a way to get it to show up. And then it will pop up. And I'm also wondering if it looks different on a mobile device. I've only ever used Canva on a computer or a laptop. So I'm not quite sure what it would look like on like an iPad or a mobile device, because sometimes the formatting of different websites gets a little moved around when you're on a mobile device.
Do you have time for a couple more questions?
Yeah, definitely.
So the photos that are in Canva, can you only use them in Canva, or can you use them outside of Canva?
That is a really great question. I think that they are They're license-free photos, so I don't see why you wouldn't be able to use them outside of Canva. If you're able to, download them, I think you could use them because they are here license-free. But I don't exactly 100% know. So I can try to figure that, answer out, and I can email the group once I know. But since they are royalty-free and they are hosted here for free, I don't see why they couldn't be used on, something else. Because there are several different, royalty-free websites you can go to access some of these photos that might be getting used here, like pexels.com, some of those various websites where you can access the royalty-free stuff. But I can definitely get an answer and then share that out with the group when I know for sure. But good question.
And then I do have more people writing in that it looks like if you hit the more button and you don't see that photos originally, if you hit the more, maybe you'll see it then.
Okay.
Everybody is super helpful in the chat trying to help.
Yes, thank you. And I'm so sorry that I did not have an answer. And it might be just because I'd already set up my Canva account, and this was just, what I'm seeing here is what I thought would be, the same for everybody. So I do apologize, for that. It looks like when you click, so I just hit styles and it added it to my sidebar here. But I still don't see logos. So I'm not sure. Not 100% sure with that one. But I'm glad that we're, able to crowdsource and get it.
Yeah. All right, and then I just have one more.
Yeah.
It says, do you need to delete text before you put a new box over it?
So if you're okay with it, just kind of being in there, like this, if you're okay with it just being here for now, while you're working on it, then I would say you don't need to. But if you're trying to move it around, it might be easier to delete what was previously there and then adding, and then add whatever header you're working on. So kind of like this. I think it is easier to kind of delete the old one and then get your new one in there, but really whatever works best when you're designing it. What I like to do if I know that I'm going to be keeping, like if I like the way that this text looks, I like the font, I like the color, and I'll just type in here, if I'm using this poster and I want to keep everything the same, but just reword it to fit, whatever poster I'm trying to make, then I'll keep the headings and just rename them like this. That seems to be the easiest way for me to do it. That way I'm not completely starting from scratch, but if you totally hate the font here, there's, tons of different fonts that you can choose from, and just put in, click and then put in whichever one you want. And you can zoom in at the bottom because sometimes this text is very small. So you can zoom in and get, real up close with it to see what it would look like. That's a good question. All right. Did we have any other questions for now?
I did have one more slide in. So yeah. Do you have to use a template or can you begin blank?
So you can begin blank. Let's kind of walk through that. So let's see where that is. That's a good question. I think I've always just began with a template. Oh, you know what? I just saw it. So up here in the right-hand corner, create a design is where you would want to go. It will give you a little bit of, not a template, but it'll give you kind of a shell to start with. So if you are looking to do a poster, you do create design. What it's going to do is it's going to give you the sizing for the poster. So let me see if I can get back. So create a design. The only thing it says is it's going to be 18 by 24 inches. The Instagram post will tell you what the dimensions are. The presentation, same thing, but everything else you can pretty much start from scratch. It's still going to give you the template options in case you want to use anything listed there. But then you can kind of just go crazy. You can start with a blank template here. You can find a background that you like and, you know, kind of figure out how to stretch it to fit the space that you have, like this. Kind of click and drag. So that looks like a really cool background. So from here, let's say I want to add a heading. So they make it super easy to also start from scratch. So heading example, and then you can, again, customize that however you want. You can size it down if you want to use a different font. There's a bunch of them to choose from. You can change the color up here, white heading example. And then that's where the text, you know, kind of could come in handy too. So instead of saying glow, we could have it say heading and use that instead of, you know, just a regular font, you know, example, trying to get it to size down. So that it's not on two lines. There we go. Okay, so we'll delete this one and well, deleted the background too. So we'll go back to elements. We'll put our background back in there. Okay, but you can kind of see how it is, you know, 100% customizable. You can, oh, there's that heading. Learning as we go. All right, so let's say we like the way that looks. And then from there, if there's more that we want to add to it, that's when you can use the text. You can add in any of the stock photos that you want to. It is very, very customizable in that way. So no, you definitely don't need to start or use the template at all, really. If you're very creative and you really enjoy, you know, this sort of deep dive into design, then I would definitely recommend starting with a fresh fresh design and not use a template. So really, really up to you.
And what you just made, are you able to make it landscape?
That's a good question. Let's see if we can. I am sure that there is a way. Grid view. That's a really good question. Duplicate page, add page. Oh, flip, maybe? Well, that didn't quite work.
I have more crowdsourcing for you.
Yes, yes, I love the
Use
crowdsourcing.
the ellipsis and choose flip.
I might be missing that.
It says under resize.
I am not seeing that either. Under here, resize. More. I'm not seeing it, but I do trust the crowdsourcing that that it is available under more. I might just be missing it, but I 100% feel like there would be a way to flip it if you needed to. I just don't don't quite know how. Adjust, filter, effects, flip. Because when I hit flip horizontal, it does like the background. I don't know if I'm doing that part. Okay, what else you got in the chat?
That is all of our questions for right now. Thank you.
Okay, thank you guys so much, and thank you for crowdsourcing. I'm not sure why I can't figure out how to flip it, but I 100% believe that there is a way. Interesting. I feel like that one's gonna stump me now. All right. So, like I said, we have the More tab here at the bottom. It allows you to connect other apps and integrations to your design. There will also be different styles here if there's a color theme that you're interested in going with. And you can see it sort of makes the changes to the text. If there's any kind of audio, this might not work for a poster, but let's say you were doing a PowerPoint, or not a PowerPoint, a presentation. You're doing a presentation and you wanted to add any kind of sound. Again, Canva is very upfront. You know, this is something that's free that you can use within Canva. The crowns are going to be extra. Again, this is all stuff that's royalty free that you could probably get on another website that hosts royalty free music that you can use in the background. So again, probably not for a poster, but definitely for a presentation, or like maybe if you were trying to design something for Instagram and you wanted to have a video or a audio playing in the background, you could use that. You can have charts, and everything again is super customizable. So it kind of gives you the data here that you can work on. If this poster looks like a mess right now, but if you were creating something where you needed a chart, you could use that here as well. And then apps and integrations. So Pexels is one of the other free image hosting sites. So you can search Pexels here as well. Facebook, you can integrate, you know, various different things under the More tab. And it looks like it just kind of adds what we click into on the side. So we'll close out of that and just keep it here. Okay, so let's say that this is our, well, let's see. We'll go back to this one. Let's say that this is our finished design and this is exactly what we want it to look like. We're done making any edits, you know, done making any kind of changes to it. It looks perfect. We're ready, you know, to export it now, or we're ready to share it out. So one of the neat things about Canva is you can rename it at the top. So where it says teal, orange, and pink book motivational education portrait, you can highlight the whole cell there, delete what is written, and you can rename it. So I'm just going to rename it Canva example 1, and then click out, and now our design has a name. Let's see. There's an option to share, download, print, and 3 dots that represent more options. So again, Canva Pro, you can click that if you're interested in, you know, doing the Canva Pro, but we won't talk about that. You can hit share. So if you want to share your design with others to view and edit, let's say you were working as part of a team on a design or a series of designs, you could share their names and emails here. And then just to export it for your everyday purposes, you're going to want to hit download, and that will give you a copy, you know, on your desktop. So it'll start with the recommended file type. So it's trying to save this as an image, a PNG, a high quality image. You could save it as a JPEG, a PDF, PDF print. If you were doing anything like a presentation, you would want to save the video. And there's also the option to save it as a GIF. So we'll just stick with what was suggested. The size, you have to do Canva Pro for. These other things with the little crown are also Canva Pro. And then you would hit download. And here it is downloading right in the corner of the screen. You know, now it pops up and it says success. If it didn't download automatically, download now. You can also share it in a link here. But most of the time you're going to want to just open it up. And there it is. There's your beautiful design. So from here, what you can do, you can add it to an email. You can send it that way. You can upload it somewhere if you're looking to upload it to social media. Your design can be uploaded that way. So that's super helpful. We also have the 3 little dots on the side of the screen here, the very, very side of the screen, with a bunch of different options. So again, you can download it, you can share the link, you can present if it's a presentation, you can present and record within Canva, which is super neat. And then if you connect these various apps, if you have your Instagram connected, if you have your Facebook connected, if you have your Twitter connected, if you connect your email, then it would make it super quick for you to connect and share it without having to download it and upload it. You could just share it right away, which I find to be super helpful. It does give you the option to print as well. If it's something that you're interested in printing for your small business or for your brand, you can go in here and figure out how to print it in all of these different, ways. I was trying to find an example of one. Okay, so if you want to do it as a t-shirt, then this is what, you can go in here and design it. Again, this would cost extra. So if that's something that you're interested in for your small business or for your brand or for work or school, that's kind of something a little bit different from there. Trying to get back to where I was. Okay, here we are. So you can do all sorts of different things with it. Let's see. So I don't want to print t-shirt. Okay, poster. So again, if you want to print it as a poster because you designed it as a poster, that's where you can go in and do that from here, from Canva, for $15, through this. What you can also do though is, since you now have it as a photo saved, onto your desktop or your computer or wherever, you can just print from, your regular computer. You don't necessarily need to order prints from Canva. So it's just, if that's what you're interested in, you can order from Canva, but you can just print directly from your own computer and go through it that way. All right. So that is the instructional part of Canva. That's what I've had prepared today. So we do have some time. If you have questions, answers, if you want to see me walk through another design, we can definitely do that. Let's get back over to the PowerPoint. So, to kind of recap, Canva will save your design within the website.
Hey, Brittany, we can't see the PowerPoint.
No. Okay, let's try. Stop sharing. Thank you, Jess. Let's try it again. Where did my share screen? Okay. How is that looking?
That's perfect.
Okay. And we'll definitely still have time for questions. I just wanted to kind of give like a wrap-up overview of what Canva, has been all about. So you don't need to, continue to save it. It will save it within the website. So you can edit there and you can actually design multiple creations at the same time. So you can work on a poster, a presentation, an Instagram post, a business card, all simultaneously. It will save it within the website. It offers additional resources to help you get started or learn more about the website. So I think I'm gonna have to stop sharing my screen again so I can get back there to show you guys this. But from the home page, you'll click the Learn drop-down menu and access the articles and tutorials. So let's give that a shot. Oh. Okay, bear with me, almost there. Okay, so we're back at Canva now. Canva is really great in that you can visit their website and learn a little bit more from their site. So from the home page, you can either click Learn or you can look at the drop-down here. So there's courses that you can take on Canva that are included with Canva. I'm not going to play that right now. But it'll kind of go over a little bit of what I've covered today. So if you're wanting to just explore it a little bit more, you can watch all of their free videos here and they'll kind of walk you through how to do a few things. They have tutorials. And again, it's just kind of a quick overview, some videos to kind of help you get started. And there is a blog as well. So there's different articles here that you can read to help you with your designs and, kind of get started, tips and tricks. Marketing, they kind of give you some information here if you want to use that. Again, this is all provided by Canva. So, kind of explore as you will, everything that's listed there. But I do really like that they offer the opportunity to kind of do a little bit of learning within their free website. All right. I think that's about all I had on the wrap-up page, but we do have some time for questions and answers. If you guys have any other questions, comments, feedback, can try to answer them.
So we do have a couple of questions. One of them we have is asking if the final product will have the Canva watermark on it.
No, not to my knowledge. So I have done a few things. So I made a newsletter for my library not too long ago. And when I exported it, I did it as a PDF, as you can see. So let's just get it downloaded. And it takes a second. And hopefully you can see this PDF, but when I exported it as a PDF, it did not seem to have any sort of watermark on it at all. So this was all stuff that I created in my newsletter. So it doesn't seem to have a watermark. But that is a good question. And I don't think any of the other templates would either. Like if you're worried about anything for social media, like an Instagram post or anything like that, I don't think that it would have a watermark on it.
Speaking of Instagram,
yeah.
This question is, can you show us how to do an Instagram post?
Yeah, let's walk through that. So let's see where we can find Instagram posts. Oh, right here on the main page. So right here in front of me, Instagram post. So again, you're taken to a blank slate here if you want to start designing your own Instagram post. I won't say that I'm lazy, but I do like using the templates because I feel like it gives me a creative jumping off point. A blank slate is very overwhelming to me, but that is just me. If you like starting from scratch, go for it. So let's see what kind: spring, wedding, autumn, winter. Let's see what I want to do. Earth Day, Halloween, still kind of far away. Thanksgiving. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll find a template. Birthday Instagram post. Who doesn't love a good birthday? Are they all pro? They might all be pro. Okay, not birthday. let's just do this. What is this? Okay, let's say this is what we wanted to do for our Instagram post. You know, you can change the elements here. You can change the text. And if this is what you wanted to do, very, very easy. You can just download it. And it does give you the option to download it here. So it's downloading and then it'll reopen as an image. So again, woohoo, here's your download. And then what you would do is just take this photo and save it to your device and upload it to your Instagram. You do have the option to link your accounts here, and Canva will walk you through how to do that. You can connect, you know, you can connect via Facebook, and then it would just post automatically. So you wouldn't have to download it and then upload it. You could just connect your Instagram or Facebook or whichever, you know, method that you want to use. Does that answer your question? Whoever asked that, they do have a lot of Instagram templates that you can choose from here. You know, they have videos. You can even do Instagram stories, which are pretty popular right now. And again, there's templates that you can use. I think these are pretty popular on Instagram. The this or that you share on your story, and then, you know, you can have your friends kind of go through and fill out stuff like that. But you can change it. You can, if you do have like a logo, if you're trying to do it for social media branding or small business, you would just go to photos and upload your, you know, a photo of your logo. Like I have just the PPL logo, the Plano Public Library logo. Let's say I was trying to do this for a social media post or a story, a social media story. Then I could just add my logo down here. You know, and that's a great way to kind of spread your brand awareness as well, or your small business name. You can, you know, customize that however you want. This is a bad example because I would probably want to take that white color away and blend it into the pink background, but you kind of get the idea. There's a lot of different customizations that you can do. And then again, same thing, you would just download it and then you could upload it to your Instagram story, or you can connect with your Instagram business or personal Instagram and upload it there.
And she did say that, yes, that answered the question, and thank you.
Of course, you're welcome.
So I do have another question. Can you share how to create a presentation with an audio inserted?
So let's get started with that. Okay, so it seems like there's a few different presentations here. We're just going to start with the basic one. And it's going to give us just a blank slate here. You know me, I love a good template. So I'm just going to start with this. And then you can add the pages here down at the bottom. Apply all 23 pages, so it'll kind of just start to fill it in for you. Which really makes it super easy to get started. And again, you can kind of change and edit however you want. So for music, audio, I hope it'll play through the computer. Okay, so you kind of get the idea. Let's see. Okay, it just starts playing automatically. Don't know if you would click and drag that anywhere, but it looks like it just kind of landed here. Ooh. So then if we go to present, let's see what happens. Standard. Okay, so that's how you would add the music onto there. I think you would have to add it for, well, maybe you wouldn't have to add it to each slide, but you might just want to explore that a little bit more if there's, you know, the timing that you want. don't have a lot of practice with the music, but I am sure that you can customize it as much as you want to. If you want different music to play on different slides, it looks like you can control how long it is. So I guess it just depends on how long your presentation is to begin with, how long the music will play for. So you can kind of, sorry. I think you should be able to trim it down. Yeah. You should be able to trim it down. I would have to play around a little bit more with the music part of it, but it looks like it's also customizable. And then if you decide you don't want it, you can just toss it. And hopefully that answers that question. Again, I haven't played around a whole lot with the music part of it, but I would encourage you to give it a shot and see how you can incorporate that into your presentation.
It looks like that's all of our questions.
Okay, so let's go on back to our PowerPoint here and just finish up for the day. All right, and Jessica, will you let me know if you can see that or not?
Yep, all good.
Okay, perfect, thank you. All right, I did just want to share, we do have a few upcoming virtual programs at PPL. Starting next week, we have an intro to podcasting at 1 p.m. And these are all programs that you can access through Zoom, just like you did today. So intro to podcasting at 1 p.m. on August 9th. August 12th, there's a resources for small business program. Resume tips and tools at 1 p.m. on August 23rd. August 27th, there's create a promo video at 1 p.m. You can visit our library website or our blog website for more information on these programs. We do have very talented staff across the library system that host and create these programs. So feel free to come back and join us. Looks like every week at 1 o'clock, we have something super cool to offer you. So feel free to come on back. If you have any questions or if you have any follow-up commentary, please feel free to shoot me an email. Again, my name is Brittany, and I'm here at the Plano Public Library. I had hoped, like I said at the start, to have a handout available. There may still be a handout coming next week, but I am just kind of still working on that. But I appreciate everybody joining in. I hope that you found this beneficial, and I hope that you enjoy using Canva, as much as I have. Alrighty, if there aren't any other questions, I think we can wrap it up. Again, thank you so much for joining, and we'll see you next time.